Hello all, just another human being back with another video. Uh, Today is, I guess, day two technically of the hunger strike. Yesterday I started it around 8 a.m., just before 8 a.m., but I'll say 8 a.m. It's been just over 24 hours, so it hasn't really been that long a time. Generally how I'm feeling, I mean, it's funny. I was kept thinking of A&W yesterday while I was sitting in the chair. I really like my A&W, but aside from that, I'm doing okay. I feel a little lethargic, but aside from that, I'm doing all right. A few hunger pains, but nothing terrible. So I didn't really consider the difficulty in recording videos while doing a 7 day fast, which I've never done before. I've never done a fast for that long, so it'll be very interesting to see how that goes. But yeah, aside from that, I'm doing well. Yesterday was a little bit difficult. Uh, Basically, I was doing a fast where, I'm baking in the sun all day long, and it was a little difficult. It was very hot yesterday. It was very sunny, but the weather was, overall, I mean, if I wasn't fasting, it was great, but it was a little difficult. I was also harassed by some of the parliamentary protection services while I was sitting in a chair. They were harassing me for sitting in a chair drinking water. That's all I was doing. I was not engaging anybody. Uh, my interaction with Canadian Free Living, his channel. Please check it out. My interaction with him was mutual. Like there was no, I didn't like walk up to him. I wasn't at Parliament screaming and going, "Oh my gosh, this is happening." I was just sitting in a chair, drinking some water, and Parliamentary Protection Services approached me and said, "Hey, buddy, how you doing?" And I'm like, "I'm doing good." I'm like, "How you doing?" And he's like, "Good, good." And then I asked the question. I said, "Do I have to answer your questions?" And he said, "Yes, you do have to answer my questions." And I was like, "Okay." So then at that point, I said, "Am I being detained?" And he said, "No, you're not being detained." And then I said, "Am I being arrested?" And he said, "No, you're not being arrested." And then my next question was, "Am I doing anything illegal?" And he said, "No, no, you're not doing anything illegal." And at that point, a pair of bike riders decided to listen in on the conversation. I really appreciate them. I don't know their names, but I really appreciate them coming by. I wish I recorded the incident. I did not. While this happened, I was sitting with the sign in front of my face just to indicate why I was there. And that's when I was approached, and I didn't have time to even consider recording it because I was already in an engagement with Parliamentary Protection Services. So these bike riders came by. They were listening to the conversation, and I asked this guy. I said, "If I'm not doing anything illegal, I'm not being detained, I'm not being arrested." I said, "Why are you forcing an engagement with me right now?" And he said, "Oh, I'm not trying to force anything." And I'm like, "You just said I had to answer all of your questions." And he's like, "Oh, no, 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 no." And then I think it was the presence of the bikers there that were listening in on the conversation, just bike riders, but that were listening in on the conversation, that kind of made him back off a little bit. So my thanks to them. I really feel that they wanted to hand me up, like they wanted to arrest me. Again, for a guy sitting in a chair drinking some water, they wanted to arrest me for that. But yeah, it was a very interesting day. It was a little bit difficult only because of the heat, but a lot of the people in Ottawa made me feel very welcome. Aside from the engagement that I had, but I met a lot of people that believe in what I'm doing. So my deepest appreciations to them. My thanks again to Paul from Canadian Free Living. When we met, it was very coincidental. I did not expect him to be there. I did not know Kara was going to be there. I didn't even know what she was doing, to be honest. So it was very interesting to meet her. It was very interesting to meet him. So my deepest thanks to him. Please watch or check out Canadian Free Living. I really appreciate Paul. He's definitely a good guy, and he's going out there and doing everything he can to do independent journalism and just share what's going on. So please check him out. And as for me, you could check out more of my videos at www.justanotherhumanbeing.com or continue to check out my YouTube channel. So I'll be posting more updates here on my fast day by day. I didn't anticipate how difficult it might be doing this during a fast, but my deepest appreciations for you tuning in, and thanks very much. Stay tuned.